a distribution of values is normal with mean equals 180 and the standard deviation of 3. Find the interval containing the middlemost 60% of scores. So we have normal distribution, and the mean is 180. The standard deviation is 3. And we're looking for the interval that contains the middle intervals containing the middlemost 60%. So this is the left boundary of my interval, and this is the right boundary of my interval. And translate this question, it says that this middle section is 60% or 0.6, which also means that all the way to the far left hand side, the area should be 1 minus 0.6 divided by 2. So in this case, it's 0.2. And all the way to the far right hand side, this area should be another 0.2. So this is how we translate the question. Now, if probably you still remember from standard normal distribution when the mean is 0, to find the middle 60%, all we have to do is to find one boundary and flip the sign, and then we get the other boundary. However, that is no longer true for non-standard normal distribution. We have to carry out the calculation separately for the left bound and the right bound. For the left boundary, let me use a different color. The area to the left hand side of this boundary of this L sub of this X sub L is 0.2, and the mean is, I should have go ahead and write down this equals the inverse norm. Not giving myself enough space, looks like. Point 2, 180, comma 3, and that will give me the left bound. And for the right boundary, notice the area to the left hand side of this right boundary will be 0.2 plus 0.6. So collectively I have 0.2 plus 0.6, and the mean once again is 180 and the standard deviation is 3. And of course, what I really mean is I'm going to use the function inverse norm. Okay, so now I'm ready to pull out my graphing calculator, and I will press second VOS and enter 0.2, comma 180, comma, and the standard deviation is 3. So close the parenthesis, and that will give me the left boundary, which is 177.5. So let me write that down. And the boundary on the right hand side is second VOS. Scroll down to inverse norm. And that was 0.2 plus 0.6. Close the parenthesis, 180. comma. Oh, did I say close the parenthesis? I meant comma, 180, another comma, 3. Now we could close the parenthesis. And my answer is 182.5. And to enter that into your computer, you could either enter 177.5, comma 182 that was 5. Or you could choose to enter square bracket 177.5, comma 172.5. And this is the end of my recording. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask me.